Good afternoon. I wish I could make this for myself to be tall. My name is James Kwek, as you may see on the paper. I'm a pastor of Evangelical Cabinet Church of Sudan before I moved to North America. I was ordained in Africa in 1999 in Akobo with some of the cabinet pastor that was ordained by that time by the missionary who moved from the West here to Southern Sudan and Ethiopia. And I was served there as a local superintendent and coordinator for the Sudanese in Nairobi. And I moved to Canada in 2006. I came with my family. I have my wife and my 6 kids, 3 in each. So as you can see, my 3 boys over there. And I have 3 daughters too. And my beautiful wife. First of all, I would like to thank the Serve Globally, who have invited me to participate in this beautiful session in 2017 Cabinet Church annual meeting. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of Cabinet Church. How did we got the Cabinet Church in Southern Sudan? You know, it is written in the Bible that who are these people? Who are these people? From the 2 New Testaments and the Old Testament purifies, speak people of Africa, probably the Sudan. The tolls and the brave peoples, their land is divided by the water, which is Upper Nile. God said that these people, I will scatter them all over the world, and they will bring the gift to me. You can get that one in Zephaniah 3. You know, when war broke out in Sudan by then, we fought several wars between South and the North. By then, we were one country that were ruled by the European colony. And the governor had to be sent from London to rule us in South Sudan and Juba. In 1955, independence was obtained by the whole country. And our people say, no, we should stand by ourselves. And the war started. We were born in the war, and we grew up in the war. And we get old also in the war. You know, Sudan is a country that has been bordering with several countries in Africa, because Sudan is the largest country in the Africa continent. We are bordering with Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Congo, Central African republics, Chad, and all those countries that are surrounding Sudan and Libya. When the first people came to United States of America in 1994, 92, 93, they were settled in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. They were shopping around to look for a place to worship God in that area. They were denied by several churches. You know, having a new people is not that easy. There are several challenges that may face including the languages, the culture shocks, and all these kind of things. They were refused. They were given a condition by the Presbyterian Church that if you want to be part of us, we must rebaptize you, because we are not satisfied that you are good Christians. And our people said, wow, to rebaptize? And the first person that they met was Alan Holte in Sioux Falls. Alan Holte was receiving them. And then majority of these people, 85%, they don't know how to write or to speak a single word in English. They know nothing. Conditionally, they have decided that if the cabinet church is not going to baptize us, why not to decide to be part of cabinet church? In 1995, the majority of the South Sudanese in Sioux Falls have decided to be part of the cabinet church. And they were received in the warm arm, love, courageous, and comfort. You know, the first person that took the lead in leadership for the Sudanese was Roger Kwam. Roger Kwam had to drive from door to door for Sudanese to the church because they had no car, and then they don't know how to drive, even the car. So he doesn't know the language. The first thing that he had tried to know first is how to open the door, how to say to open the door in our language. And then people taught him lebab. Lebab means open the door. And then he was given a nickname lebab. So when people saw him, they say, oh, lebab has come. Please, Arab, lebab is here. And then the report was brought to the cabinet domination that there is a new congregation emerging from Africa in Chicago, and then they were accepted. People have decided to take the church to the refugees in Ethiopia that they left behind. The first pastor that was ordained, was given a license, was Pastor Samuel Kwek. And Samuel Kwek took the cabinet church back to Africa together with Alan Holte, George, and Jeremiah. They went to Ethiopia in 1996, 97. By then I was in Kenya. And then 1998, they came to Kenya, and they found out there. And I started, that is the first church, maybe you cannot see myself. I'm the one with the red tie behind there, behind the white guy. So that was my first group that I recruited to start the cabinet church in Kenya. And then we have merged together with the Kenyan people. The first person in Kenya that was received the leadership of the cabinet church was Hannah Moho. She's one of the first president family. That lady you can see over there. Maybe you can recognize the white guy face. Those are the first leaders that went to Africa. So our people have decided to be identified. They said, we have to have an identity. We should be called cabinet. And then they have decided to be a cabinet members. The changes that cabinet makes when the cabinet church went to Africa, especially to Ethiopia and South Sudan. He has sent our people to schools. As you can see, the first batch that was graduated from the cabinet schools, those guys were graduated. They are the first batch that was sent to school by cabinet church. Cabinet church have served the life of many people. in Southern Sudan. You may heard a lot of report from the SERP globally about the world, including Southern Sudan. You know our four guys, we call them not friends, not the partners. We call them brothers, the real brother, because your brother is brother who stand beside you when you are in need. The person you visit you when you need to be visited. The first people that served the life and helped the people of Southern Sudan and Ethiopia was James Angus Stafford, Peter Exran, Jameson Home, and many more. The leadership has been taken by four SERP globally. I have my friend, the tall guy over there, Hal Anderson. I call him tall guy. So in conclusion, what we need to do now, not only to serve the life of giving thing, we need to continue to pray for peace and stability. And we have to glorify the name of the Lord and the work that He has been doing to us. You can give the gift, but if there is no peace, it is nothing. Not only in South Sudan, in the whole world. The world around us today, there is no peace at all. But it is our test, it is our duties as Christians to embrace in peace and continue to pray for those who are in need to be free. You know, in my country now, people are being trapped by the man-made disaster, not the international, not the God-made disaster. It is a man-made disaster. The church in Southern Sudan has 401 congregation and has 64 pastors that has been ordained. The church has lived up 1,500 orphans, those who have lost parents during the war. Maybe you get those parents has gone, or one parent has gone. But Cabinet Church has become their parents. It's taking care of them. Let us stand for the people of South Sudan and stand in perseverance through prayer, stand with hope for peace to the land. But most of the stand, it is a faith in our Lord Jesus Christ. Because if there is no faith, there is nothing. It is my first time to participate in this talk. I never witnessed it. You know, there's nothing exciting you more than recognition. We are very excited because we will be recognized by the Cabinet Church with the people of South Sudan. And the Cabinet Church is standing beside us. And Cabinet Church is lifting us up. And thanks, and may God continue blessing us.